How's it going, JT?
Sorry.
Hey guys, just because I forgot to give a shout out to JT last few videos, because he'd been actually helping me heaps, so I just wanted to give a massive shout out to JT.
Cheers.
JT, what's going on, man?
Yeah. Thanks for the shout out.
Yeah, we'll go get water inside. So what are you doing today, JT?
Apparently I'm putting this on.
What's that?
What do you call Diggles manifold?
Nice, bro.
Yeah, man. It's good.
Good work, bro.
So today we're putting the engine back after how long, AJ?
It's only been a month.
It's only been a month.
That's pretty quick for a month.
Is it?
I think so.
I think so. Yeah, hopefully we'll get this out by what? The end of the week?
End of the week. I was hoping to finish this today, bro.
Damn. Alright.
What do you reckon? Do you reckon we can do it today?
Maybe.
Maybe?
See how we go.
Well, we got heaps more people coming tonight. We're gonna have a barbie.
Yeah, I reckon we can. If we have enough people.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We'll get it done. Bro. That positivity, that's what I love to hear, man.
Lots of positivity.
So Mark, what's your thoughts on today's little build of putting the motor in the car?
Buy a more structural car to drive around in, AJ.
How about you, John? What are your thoughts?
I think it's going to go well.
Oh, it's going to go well.
I'm hoping we can piece it together afterwards.
Just don't hit anything in it.
Guys, so Mark's been my mechanic for about 30... Well, actually, sorry. He's been a mechanic for 35 years. I've known him for 10 years. He's always had a great reputation for working on old Toyotas. Today he's going to be working on probably the newest Toyota he's ever worked on in his life.
Yeah, they're not made like the old ones.
But he is great with working on the older cars, so that's what he's well known for. But when he does have to work on the newer ones, he will, which today he's decided to come give us a hand, so it's really awesome. Yo guys, it's been an awful journey for me. I'm making this video as an update. I've gone through so many different hurdles on attempting to complete my car. So being my first swap, I guess you could say I've learnt so many things. Especially not what to do next time. There was one live wire that was dangling from the wiring loom, and I wasn't sure what wire it was. I ended up touching the negative on it, forgetting to test it first, and I blew the couple fuses and an ignition module, replaced the ignition module again, and then started insulating the wires, and accidentally blew the ignition module twice, and I finally got a third ignition module. I didn't earth the motor properly as well, so there was a lot of sparking between the motor and the car, and there was just a lot of issues that I've come across in this past week of doing it. I'm near completion at the moment. I'm really excited. I've contacted the guys at Haltech. They're actually really cool. You can call them up at any time and then speak to them, and they can jump on your computer and actually do everything for you, remote basis, and tell you what's wrong with the car. So I got them to have a look over it now, and everything seems to be running really well. But I just wanted to show you the processes of me putting the motor in the car and doing all the fine instrumental things to come to the point where I am at now. And I don't know if it feels good. I don't know if it feels bad. I'm so close to completion. It's a matter of just getting the timing right now and speaking to the guys at Haltech, which is the final step. And the car should be running. I actually did get it running at one stage. I'm gonna play the video for you. Yo guys, I'm starting the car up. I'm so excited. It's been such a tremendous effort being able to put this in and going through everything that I have gone through within a span of 3 weeks. Now, normally when I see projects getting done, they take 6 months. Now, this only took 3 weeks to do. It's at a point where it's ready to be started, and I'm gonna show you guys how it is. So guys, there is the first startup. I can't believe it. That was amazing. It is running a little bit rough. I still need to plug a few more plugs in and put the exhaust back on so it's not as deafening. You can definitely hear that you can definitely hear that it's got some lumpy cams in it. It's going wah, 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 wah. Yes, that is the cams, as you can tell. Awesome, I can't believe I've reached this point. What? This is amazing. So it was running really well and really healthy, and it started again, and I was actually revving at one stage to about 2-3k RPM just to listen to it, and it sounded amazing, the lumpiness of the cam lobes and everything. And then I took the car down from the jack stands, got everything back together, tucked all the wires underneath, and it just didn't want to start again, and there was another electrical issue. So this has been an absolute roller coaster, but I'm gonna play the clip and hope you guys enjoy.
Oh, we got Kivan here.
Oh, true. What's going on, Kavan?
Hey? What's happening?
Kivan from Chadson Theatre.
Oh, hell no.
Theatre mechanic. Can you get to it?
Yo guys, so I wasn't actually able to get it started, so I've brought around some of the guys. Johnny actually works at, oh, the lighting's bad. Where do you work, Johnny?
Well, I used to work at theatre.
Yeah, and he's always been rebuilding motors, and so I went down and asked him a little bit of advice.
Yeah, so we found a plug, or one of the connectors unplugged, and it looks to be like the knock sensor. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully that'll help the car start.
Oh my god, it's really greasy out there.
Yeah, sorry bro, I didn't wash the engine bay out. So I'm not sure if you guys can see it there, but the green highlighted line on number 13 pretty much says it's ignition input. So I believe that's the constant power that goes in once the car is started, or once the ignition is on. So it's meant to actually power up the Haltech. And as you can see on the piece of paper, it actually says P. So P here stands for pink, and pink, P here says P equals pink. So in the wiring loom here, oh, now I gotta take it all off. Fun. Babe, can you hold the camera? So guys, I've just taken the wiring loom off, but number 13 plug. So we go and look back at the reference down here, and it says in the, babe, in the plugs here, just here, in the 33 plugs there, it says that number 13 should be about here, right there. So it's the 4th plug along on the 2nd row. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a test light and just test whether there's power going to that once the ignition is on. So when it's in the on position, it should be showing a test light, so there is current going through. And this is what I was saying before, that it wasn't working. So we're gonna be bridging that today and gonna be adding power to the ECU so it works properly. Well, in the hope it works properly. That burp was sexual, Queen. What is it? Charlie Jack, yeah. The ignition on ignition. On ignition. So as we can see, there's power actually going to some of these units inside the wiring here. So as you can see, I'm not sure what they are, but they're sending signals across to the actual ECU. But as we go across to that ignition crank, there's actually no light here. So this is the actual constant power that's meant to power up the ECU. So as you can tell here, following the wire diagram, there's no actual power. Now, going from the fuse box before, I realized underneath the fuse box there was power. So the EFI fuse had power, the EFI main had power, and the EFI relay was flicking over. So underneath the relay box, I realized that it was this cord here, the black and red cable right here, that actually feeds into the ECU. So that means this cable here has broken on its journey from the relay to the ECU block. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually put a pin in here and splice it and give it power to see if it'll power up the ECU, but I'm going to be doing that through a fuse. The reason why I want to do this through a fuse is so I don't actually blow the 2.5 grand Haltech Elite. And I just wanted to mention a huge shout out to the boys for giving me a hand, you know, Mark, John, Andrew, Derek, Chan, all the guys down at EM Motortech. There were so many people that did put their heaps of effort. Oh, Jay as well, inclusive of Jay, who let me borrow a lot of his tools and his work boots so I could film in the mechanic shop. But I just wanted to make sure that I acknowledge those guys because I couldn't have done it without them. And they've played a massive role in this huge build. Anyways, guys, make sure you watch everything. Make sure you enjoy that clip. Hit that like and subscribe, as even though I haven't completed it, I'm still always trying to make you guys some awesome content. And hopefully we can stay in touch, fam. Peace out.